Hi everybody, how's it going today? Thanks for watching another video. I'm out back by our solid manure storage here. We've been spreading some solid manure the last week or so. Been spreading the straw pack manure on some of our acres that were corn silage last year. And we've been piling our separated manure solids from our solid manure separator separately, and we're applying that to our alfalfa ground here. The idea is, I guess, wanted to give that a try, so we're separating solid manure from liquid manure. I'll walk a little bit closer here, and this manure is high in potassium in particular. Also has got some phosphorus in it and not a lot of nitrogen. So in theory should match up pretty good with what alfalfa needs for fertilizer. Alfalfa needs a lot of potassium, some phosphorus. I mean, it can use a little nitrogen, but what's in this manure here, there's not a whole lot. There's less than 4 or 5 pounds a ton nitrogen, but there's over 15 pounds per ton potassium in this manure. So we figured it's ground is frozen, the alfalfa is dormant. We'll see how this works out here. We're putting about a half a load an acre on, so we can load about 20 tons in our manure spreader. Putting about 10 tons an acre on. We'll see how that works out. I'll watch Sam load here, and then we'll go out to the field and watch him spread it, and I'll walk out there, kind of show you guys what it looks like. We're not spreading a whole lot on. It's essentially just a dusting over top of the alfalfa, and we're emptying the manure spreader out on it's 1/4 of land that's got alfalfa on it there, so it's a half mile by a half mile. So we're essentially starting on one end, we're finishing at the other and exiting the field, just to limit the amount of traffic on the field as much as possible. But this is what it looks like. A little bit of moisture to it here yet, but essentially the fibers that are still in the manure after it's the feed has went through the cow. So we've got a little bit left to spread here. I'd like to get that done here today or tomorrow. And then we do have several days of straw pack manure left to spread. I'd say a good 4 or 5 days of spreading. We'll see if we can get this done here. It's cold today. It's supposed to get down to about 5 degrees Fahrenheit tonight. But the forecast looks like it starts to get pretty warm here again. Up into the 40s even middle of next week. It's Thursday here today. By Tuesday, Wednesday next week, there's highs in the 40s during the day, so that's not going to work very well, because it'll get the top will get kind of greasy. For sure not going to be going on the alfalfa, but even on the corn ground, we'll have to likely wait until it dries out. I mean, we might get cold again here, but by that time we're near the end of February. So can't expect things to really freeze back up much anymore. We'll see. There's almost no snow in the field, pretty much none, but not unlikely for us to get snow in March or even April. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But that's what we're working on today here. Thought I'd show you guys that. Would like to get this all spread here now, because that's less work for us if we want to spread this spring, if we get a good opportunity. But I've mentioned this in the past, really not a big fan of spreading solid manure in the springtime. We typically have a really small window to get manure spread and get corn in the ground, and even if we're a week behind in corn planting, it's reduced yields. And just for compaction purposes, we have pretty heavy clay soils here. So to go out with a big manure spreader on those soils, I mean, things have to be really dry. Otherwise you're going to cause compaction, and you can tell we've done it in the past. I always tell myself we're not going to spread manure in the spring, and then spring comes and I think, well, we'll just spread some and then plant corn. And you can always tell, or not always, but a lot of times you can tell where there was a little bit wet ground where we pushed it too much. You can see the tracks from the tractor and manure spreader. It's just something trying to avoid if we can. Thought I'd walk into the field here a little ways and kind of show you guys what it looks like on the ground here. So you can see it's not fully covered, but there is, you know, a thin layer of manure spread fairly evenly. That manure spreader does a pretty good job of spreading manure evenly on the field. And I've got the GPS set to I think it's 35 feet wide, essentially to try to get about 2 acres in one pass. Don't remember exactly what I set it to, but I think it was about 35 feet wide. So we just go along and make a pass 35 feet wide all the way, and set the speed of the tractor and the speed of the chain so that we're empty just about when we get to the end of the field, essentially. So you can see there's really, you'll see it on the drone. There's a little spots of snow in the field, even a little bit of frozen water standing. But overall, there's not really a lot of snow out here. So we'll see what that does for the alfalfa stand here. We're not going to have enough manure to finish the quarter, at least not now. Might be a good trial to not do the rest of the field, even if it does freeze again here before springtime. Kind of curious myself if we're doing damage to the alfalfa, and two, how the solid separated manure works as far as a fertilizer on alfalfa. Yeah, kind of a trial for us here, I guess. We'll see how it goes. I think we'll probably keep this video a little bit short. If you have questions, comments, post them down below. Try to answer them if I can. I appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video.